What is up, Prop Shop? Austin back with a quick intraday video detailing a trade review that I am currently in. This trade is working out so well that I feel like we can just review this in real time, give some insight into technical analysis, and provide hopefully just a simple and actionable path for you to use these systems, setups, etc. in your own trading process. So for me, super simple today. We had a bit of a breakout to the upside on the NASDAQ. I actually got long intraday today off of the 600 area and caught some longs into high of day or around that high of day area and made some good money. As you can see on my screens here, on the 5-minute, 2-minute chart, we had a nice little bounce off these moving averages, retest the market structure. I did get long around the 600, 610 area, scaled some into highs. I got 1.5 R out of this. My friend Casey, Team 2 Trading, I was hanging out in his room today, and you can see me actually post about this in the futures chat. So really nice upside momentum continuation plays in the morning. And then the market started to get a little bit choppy, where I don't really look for continuation, right? Different market contexts, different conditions. So when markets are trending, looking for continuation models. When markets are balanced, range bound, looking for more reversal models. And that's pretty much what, in my opinion, we got on these 5-minute bars that failed to close above 650, 660. We did see some weakness in ES today, and then NQ failed to close above and finish price movement above this 650 area. This was the initial balance high. So when we failed to close above this initial balance high, we failed to see any continuation above that. VIX started to catch some bids. The overall market leading equities, Nvidia, Tesla, started to see some downside. I was willing to take a flyer here, risking about 30 points to target a equal move lower. And honestly, whether or not I expect the trade to work out this way or not, this is a really good example of the primary trading skills that lead to success. Did I have edge? Yes, my idea generation is a trade within the context of my playbook. This is a initial balance rejection. This is a second seller reversal model. This is something I've traded 100, maybe 1,000 times at this point, and I have the data, I have the playbook of my edge to be confident in this. So once that was presented, right, I've established market conditions. I know what entry I'm looking for. Idea generation is taken care of. The next skill is probabilistic thinking, right? So am I willing to risk high of day, 675, for an entry here at 647 or 645? Yes, like I said, about 30 points of risk, looking for about 30 to 60 plus points of reward. And as we started to see that, instead of being so willing to sell my trade, right, so willing to get out, there's a third skill here, right? We have idea generation, which is our edge. We have probabilistic thinking, which is a 10 trade sample size. If I take 10 great trades, I don't know which one's going to be a winner. I don't know which one's going to be a loser. I just have to take those trades. And so now that I did those things, the third thing, the most important skill in my opinion from a psychological standpoint that does impact most traders is the disposition effect. This is where most traders feel a need to sell their profit because they'll feel pain if it comes back to their entry, and they tend to hold on to their losers to avoid that exact mechanism of pain. Well, I'm up about 200 points here on the NASDAQ. We are breaking lows, hoping to see some more continuation. A very short review, simplifying things down, breaking the skills down into verticals. Market saw upside continuation today, some beautiful continuation trades early. There was clear and obvious momentum to the upside at that time. Once we saw a failure to continue upside, price is either going to trend or stay balanced. I was anticipating balance. I thought the market would rotate back into this demand zone on the 5-minute time frame, and that was my bigger picture target. Now that we started to trade through that, I didn't see a reason to be long. I don't see a reason to trade the market long once we broke this zone, so I'm going to keep holding my shorts, and I'm going to continue to look for downside momentum. The skills that pay the bills. Idea generation, which is your edge. The ability to think in probabilities, right? Every 10 trades, I don't know which one's going to be a winner. I just have to take those A-plus trades in my system confidently. And third and lastly, the disposition effect. Am I willing to put stops in the market right away? Am I willing to comfortably and confidently hold my winners for their full targets? These are the things that you can improve on. You can identify these skills, you can get better at them, and we can build best daily practices to be winners. Now, I'm in a short here, so instead of looking for a place to exit, I'm just going to let the market tell me, right? As long as I continue to see 5-minute bars close with weakness, I would like to really target this low of the overnight session, but we are again trading in a clear and obvious downtrend now, pushing above 200 points on NQ, and hopefully hopefully with this video, you can see 3 separate skills you can work on, whether you trade ICT, whether you trade EMAs, whether you trade just price action, the ability to identify edge, your idea generation, think in probabilities, and then combat the disposition effect, right? Be confident in your winners. Be risk-seeking in your winners, but be very risk-adverse in your losses. We're doing that today. I'm making really good money, up 900 ticks here on NQ. I hope this recap was helpful. And as always, thank you for tuning in.